going on, Jerome's? It's a beautiful day for another 7-round Vikings mock draft. So here's what's been going on. Everyone knows the score. So let's dive on in. Let's go all in. Although I do want to pause because I want to see, like, if Will Johnson falls just a little bit, I might just go get him. All right, he definitely didn't fall that far. Well, he's still out there chilling. In my opinion, Will Johnson is the cornerback 2 of this draft, and the difference between him and Travis Hunter ain't that far. I actually do think that Will Johnson has like legitimate Patrick Surtain II type traits, and even though, yes, the Vikings have definitely checked the boxes, just having a guy like Will Johnson in that cornerback room, woo, kind of like him, man. But it's going to go far. Oh, dang it. You just went 15 to the Falcons. I should have paused and enhance. Anyways. So that was fun for like 2 seconds. All right, so everyone knows what was going on ahead of time. So now the Vikings at 24 just chilling. Agbuka is there. Walter Nolan. Colston Loveland. Gray Zabel. Derek Hammond is there. Got a couple trade offers in the window. Who's that creeping at my window? All right, so the Saints, Cowboys, Broncos, Packers. That's a far drop. It's kind of, well, let's try and do let's propose the trade offer that we talked about with the Bills in our trade scenarios, because people may not be excited about it, but a 6 for 2 force, dropping down 6 spots for 2 force, trade chart value wise is roughly what it would go for, but Bills are obviously not interested here. Man, if Kwesi's dropping 16 spots, like, we gotta get some nice. So they do have 2 third-round picks. Also, I want a future first because I think the Saints are gonna be bad. I can't get no satisfaction. They just say no. All right, so 49. Let's get the good third. No, just not accepted. All right, so all right, 33% chance. Larry Bird, offer trade. All right, so dropping on down, getting 2/3 and some change in the mix. I know it's a big drop. Fully understand it. So Xavier Watts, Trey Amos is there. Maxwell Hairston. Siobhan Ravel. So the Vikings do have their pick of cornerbacks who easily could go in the first round. Scadaboo is there, just chilling. Got to play Restrepo. I know people are making a lot about Restrepo's 40-yard time. He did have a hamstring issue. Also, like, his film speaks for itself. Like, he's not going to be a straight line speed burner. He is a slot machine who just finds dead spots in coverage. He's going to be really good. Darren Porter's a stud too. All right, so in this spot, what do? I mean, could go Amos, could go Hairston. Honestly, I am mad either way. I think Ravel's a stud too. But we honestly we go with Ravel and Amos all the time. But Maxwell Hairston is a guy that we haven't talked about too much. But the pride of Kentucky, 5'11", $179. So he is a lengthy cornerback. Does have long arms. Great press man corner. 6 picks as well as 3 pick sixes over the last 20 games. And I just like his tenacity, his feistiness. He gambles a little bit, but in calculated ways, and I think that he would be a great addition to the Vikings cornerback room. So the Vikings got themselves a elite cornerback prospect, Hairston being added with Murph, Rogers, McLaughlin, Okuda, as well as Mekhi Blackman. All right, so now we got Hairston in our back pocket. We got 3 third-round picks, and lots going on here. So Shemar Turner, they're chilling. C.J. West, Freddie Collins, Mason Taylor, Billions, Jordan Birch, Chris Paul for all y'all, Ferguson, brought it. So, so we're gonna do our stupid thing again. All right, so we're gonna make sure we got back-to-back picks. Trading with the crooked Chicago Bears. Don't care. They're just like saying no. Vikings and the Jets. I don't want to give up both thirds. Seems stupid, right? All right. How about this? No? 6? All right. Just let the board play out. Because, man, I don't know. Cowboys. Now, who's closer? Come a little bit closer. I'm all alone. Do. Burp, burp, burp. All right, it's Texans. That's way too close. Ooh, I keep crawling back to you. All right, make this happen, Captain. All right, close. One more time. All right, so gave up 93, 97, 187 for 73 and 110. So moving up, moving down. And pick 187, so whatever. Now, the Vikings in this spot. All right, so we got nearly back-to-back picks. Who am I worried about? Jordan Taylor or Jordan Birchko? Or Mason Taylor, Jordan Birchko? So Mason Taylor, yes, nephew of Joy Taylor, which is what's important here. But, yeah, son of Hall of Famer Jason Taylor, so got the bloodlines. LSU. Ooh. Skull SU, 6'5", 251. And stats, sort of lacking. Career 129 catches, 1,308 yards receiving, 6 touchdowns. But natural mover, natural F move tight end. Solid as an inline blocker, so he's not too much of a liability there. But he's a lot of fun. Like, he's got great movement skills, and 4'6", 440. And I think that he's a developing, ascending type player, where his next 5 years of development could really take off. And the fact that Oliver's in the contract here, TJ Hockenson, we'll see. I think it's a really nice pickup here in the third round. Mason Taylor, welcome on in. Now, hopefully the Bears did not take our player. Oh, my God, they did. Oh, my God. So, of course, Jordan Birch is off the table. Screw you, screw your face. Fine. We just pivot. No factor. So, Shemar Turner, I feel like, is underrated when it comes to the Texas A&M lineman. I mean, everyone else gets more hype than Turner, but he's 6'4", 285, high motor. Could play that 3-tech, 4-tech, 5-tech, 57 pressures, 10 sacks over the last 2 seasons. So, sort of a toss-up between him and C.J. West, but we'll go with Turner in this spot. Could go with Freddie Turner, too. All right. Now I'm just, like, hot. I'm steaming, Willie Beeman. All right, so here's our spread of picks thus far. Dorian Strong, I mean, certainly could double down on cornerback. Kobe is there. Jemerick Caldwell. Oregon's got some dudes, man. I mean, Birch, Caldwell, obviously Derek Harmon in that mix as well. Mello is underrated, I think. Pegues. Do we just take Pegues and just like double and triple down on defensive line? Jaden Blue is there. I know the physical tools are there and they're through the roof. I just don't know about his ball security. That is a major concern. Lampkin, Gabriel, Bashul Tootin. There's no Dana, only Bashul. So we're gonna do this. We really are gonna do this. So I fully understand that Willie Lampkin is 5'10" and 270. I understand that in the National Football League he's gonna be really hard pressed to be a full-time starting interior offensive lineman. I do not care. I think that his work ethic, I think that his character, his tenacity, his ability at the Senior Bowl, where he was out-leveraging everyone, and the former star wrestler, I think Lampkin is just a good player to have on this team. Where is he going to play? Don't know. Is he going to be your swing interior backup? Is he going to be your fullback? Is he going to be your blocking tight end? Is he going to be your 6th offensive lineman? Yes. Yes to all that. I just want guys like Willie Lampkin on my freaking football team. That's right, baby. That's right. All right, so at 139, just see, you were trying to do the Zach Wilson throw? Nah, maybe not so much as pro day. So now, I mean, we always take guys like Billy Bowman. I mean, Billy Bowman's good. Certainly could go down that route. Jarquez Hunter is there. Kandra, Chloe Mullings, we haven't taken in a hot second. Etienne, Kyle Williams, So this might be a little unpopular, but Kyle Williams is just legitimate at separating. I think he's one of the best route runners in this class. And the Vikings, depending what happens with Addison, he's got a suspension. Also, he's eligible for an extension after this season. Jalen Naylor is in a contract year, and just getting as many dudes as possible around Jefferson. That makes sense. So Kyle Williams, welcome on in. You are a Minnesota Viking. Kind of like how this turning out. Shucks gonna be long gone. Jalen Lane is in my ear and in my eye. Timmy Smith, Brady Cook, Fairchild. Ooh, Fairchild. Things are gonna get easier. And so I know we're gonna get yelled at. Oh, you haven't really drafted a guard. Since we don't consider Lampkin a guard, you haven't gotten a running back. Yeah, I get it. Ooh, LeQuint Allen. All right, so we're going to get LeQuint Allen, who you can make a case that LeQuint is probably the best receiving back in this class in terms of combination of receiving skills as well as pass protection. But he's 6 foot, 201, a two-time 1,000-yard rusher, 64, 521, and 4 last season receiving with Kyle McCord and the Syracuse Orangemen. And absolutely rock solid, great pass protector. Like he walks in the league as a 3-down back. So getting LeQuint Allen in this spot, great value. Come a little bit closer. All right, Ty Robinson is there just chilling. Clay Webb, Johnny Walker Blue, Rocket Sanders, Aaron Smith, who I think is going to be a great pass protector. Great special teams linebacker. Tommy Hill. Ooh, I do like Tommy Hill. Marcus Ware, we drafted a ton. Actually, yeah, screw it. We are just going to take Marcus Ware. So Marcus Ware, small school project, absolute stud, absolute monster in terms of run blocking, just really getting after things. So I think that even though the Vikings didn't get the 1-for-1 starting set it and forget it type offensive lineman in this class, I think Ware's a great project, as well as Willie Lampkin. I just love the wild card, man. I do. All right, so here's what went down. A couple of trades, getting Maxwell Hairston in the second round, which I think is great value. Easily could push his way into the first. Tested phenomenally. True blue press man corner on the outside. Lengthy as well. A bit of a ball hawk, so getting him into that cornerback room makes sense. Mason Taylor, uber athletic, ascending tight end. Eventually could take over as tight end 1, pending what happens with Hawkinson. And then we made a trade. We were targeting Jordan Birch, but it's okay. Shemar Turner is absolutely a perfectly fine consolation prize. Turner is probably the most underrated of the Texas A&M defensive linemen. Can go out and get some. Lampkin, I don't know where he's going to play. I do not care. I just want him on my team. Kyle Williams, okay. So Inglewood up to no good, formerly UNLV, Washington State. Did great down at the Senior Bowl, ran a 4.4, and he does have that home run capability, taking the top off the defense, getting after things. LeQuint Allen, a decently sized 3-down running back coming in, as well as Marcus Ware adding some run blocking prowess and some nastiness along the offensive line. So overall, even though the Vikings didn't have a pick in the top 39, getting Hairston at 40 and moving around getting a plethora of mid-round picks, I'm at it. Plus a couple of day one contributors, a couple of really great glue guys as well. Plus, taking a couple raffle tickets on Kyle Williams, on Willie Lampkin. I ain't mad at that at all. But that's it. 7-round Vikings mock draft. You guys are the best. You know what to do. Skol, production value.